Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, Pokésports. It's your host, Mike, and I play with two Pokemon on the field. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have a team for you, courtesy of Squiddo the Champion, who's dropped this over in the rental code section in our Discord. You can go ahead and head on over to our Discord to do the exact same if you'd like me to play with one of your teams. Today, I'm going to be playing with this team right here. It's got the Incineroar, the Rillaboom, the Metagross, the NIHILEGO, the Moltres, the Galarian Moltres, and the MIMIKYU. Now, this one's kind of interesting because I've seen a lot of NIHILEGO and Moltres being used, especially with Metagross and, you know, the top five. But that MIMIKYU really just stands out to me as a Pokemon that you don't see too often. And I'm curious what makes this team special because of it. So what we're going to do, we're going to head on into the battle arena. We're going to use this team. We're going to see how well we can do. And let's see if we can have some fun with it. Here we go. All right, so jumping on in, we've got Carl up in the house today with the double electric type, Regieleki, Zapdos, Porygon 2, Urshifu, Torkoal, and Venusaur. We know that combo well. So with the Torkoal and Venusaur, what's the play here? You got some, well, I don't know what the Porygon's there for really, but we can probably reliably send out NIHILEGO and Moltres later on. So worth sending out the Rillaboom to start? I think it might be worth sending out the Rillaboom to start. So this is my first time ever using this team, so it's a little difficult for me to see exactly what the plays here are, but I'm pretty sure we can go into Metagross, and then we have a weakness policy here, so let's see if we have anything to trigger that weakness policy. No, we don't. Okay. All right. Oh, you know what? We've got the MIMIKYU. That's what the MIMIKYU's here for. Okay. I like that, actually. So that being said, can I toss out the Incineroar right now? Right? Meow. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do think I can. And then the NIHILEGO makes a little bit of sense, but I think the Moltres actually makes the most sense here. No, you know what? Let's send out NIHILEGO. My debate came from the weaknesses, just straight up and down weaknesses here. With the Torkoal and the Zapdos, that was my play for NIHILEGO. The Venusaur, that might be kind of difficult against that, but we'll see. I think we might be all right. So starting off with the Regieleki and the Zapdos, that's going to be pretty interesting to start. The MIMIKYU and the Metagross going to be a pretty easy trigger of the weakness policy there. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's Dynamax, go for the, what should I target right now? Max Zapdos or Regieleki? You know what? I am not really looking forward to the double airstreams. So how about we go for the Max Hailstorm? Plus then we can break any kind of sashes that the Regieleki might have. We'll also go for the Shadow Sneak on the Metagross just to trigger the weakness policy right there. So one thing that you guys might want to keep an eye out for, you know what? If this is a Zapdos Dynamax, that's about to be a disappearing Zapdos now, isn't it? Yeah. Now, one thing that you guys might want to keep an eye out for is definitely sashes in situations like this, but whenever you have a rental team with something with a weakness policy, especially something that's, you know, as defensive as, say, Metagross, you're always going to want to look for something that can trigger that weakness policy. Now, often you'll see like Bulldoze is a great option for triggering weakness policy on Metagross because it has that clear body. It's not going to have its speed reduced, but you're also going to be reducing the speed of the Pokemon on the other side. So you're counteracting things like airstreams or whatever. And that critical hit kind of sucks, but still it triggers the weakness policy. I don't think that the okay, cool. I don't think that the Metagross is going to go down here in any way, shape, or form. So the decoy is going to break. I should be able to survive an airstream if that's what the Zapdos is going for. But I'm very curious. Very, very curious. And again, the Yeah, Max Lightning. That might take out the Mimikyu. It didn't. It did not. My Hail will. My Hail sure will. The Rillaboom should also have the Focus Sash if the Regieleki doesn't. So breaking that will be very, very helpful. So let's just take out a Zapdos. Bye-bye, Dynamax. Now, I would like to send out something that can deal with that Urshifu so that I can, you know, keep my Metagross alive and not get it wicked blowed all the way to Kingdom Come. So, Mimikyu's going to get buffeted. Go down here. Bye-bye, Mimikyu. Again, I'm actually really happy that this Mimikyu went down because I don't think that I'd be able to shut down this Urshifu like reliably at all. What can shut down the Urshifu is the Incineroar. So that's what we're going to do. Send out the Incin. They're going to send out, is that the Regieleki? Yeah, it's a Regieleki. Now here's the thing. I think the play is to always fake out the Urshifu. The Regieleki is going to get a turn on me. Regieleki is going to get a turn on me. So I feel like maybe going for a Max Quake because that increases special defense is the appropriate play. It might not be the play that takes it out though. Steel Spike, however. Yeah, that just might be. Well, what do I have in the back? That's my question. I've got NIHILEGO. NIHILEGO does just fine against the Regieleki. So you know what? Let's go for the Steel Spike. Let's go for the fake out on the Urshifu. And that is just so perfect. That is so perfect right there that the Regieleki went for Protect. No, okay, well, the Urshifu is going to go for Detect, so. We're at least going to get some damage off on the Urshifu. Next turn, we're going to be able to take it out. Now, might this be... Well, we'll see. We'll see at the beginning of next turn. I'm not going to go and reveal my thought process just yet. Give me 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and... Okay, so I do have the Max Guard. That was my thing the whole time. We're going to go for the Max Guard here. Just on that last turn of Dynamax. I don't want the Urshifu to take out my Metagross, because I know that they can if they both go in on me. So let's go for the Flare Blitz on the Urshifu. I have a feeling that both of them are going to go in because so here it is. Regieleki with the Transistor is going to really want to take out that Metagross, and the Metagross max guarding both of the attacks feels very good. Feels oh so good. Oh, now here's the unfortunate part is that doesn't take it out. Not even with the Hail. Not even with the Hail. So close, though. So incredibly close. Now, question. Should I swap into NIHILEGO here? Nope, is the answer. I just don't. I just don't here. There's really no point in going into the Urshifu. And there's no point in going for a Stopping Tantrum because a Wicked Blow just Okos me anyway. So I guess we're going for a double Protect. If we hit a double Protect, then we win the game. If we don't, then hey, we don't. Yeah, sometimes you miss those. Rising Voltage is painful and takes out the Ensign. Yeah. So on the not so bright side, Metagross goes down here. On the bright side, Urshifu goes down here. Yeah. I think by going for the Max, I think Max Guard was the right choice last turn because the Regieleki was going into my guy as well. So I think I'm good to just target the Regieleki though. This is interesting. I didn't think that they would send out the Porygon 2 in the back. Okay. So we just go for Meteor Beam here. Meteor Beam on the Regieleki. So he's going to go for Rising Voltage. How much damage is that going to do? Yeah, all of it. Mm-hmm. At the very least, we'll be able to take out the Regieleki and lose to the duck. You know what I'm going to blame this on? I'm going to blame this on the crit from the Shadow Sneak up at the very top. Crit Shadow Sneak loses the Metagross game. So there's the Beast Boost. Ice Beam going to take out my NIHILEGO. That's unfortunate. Couldn't you have just gone for like a recover at full health? That would have been just, oh so nice. Would have loved that. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with that. I feel like my past few videos I've been losing in my first game and then I come back in the next few. So let's see if we can keep that tradition alive or if we're just on a losing streak today. Oh, I hope not. All right, let's keep going. Game 2. All right, so game number 2, we've got the Regigigas Weezing combo. All right, let's use our brains here a little bit, huh? So if we take out that Weezing, we're going to be doing that with the Metagross with a Max Quake, correct? Looking at the other Pokemon, doesn't really look like we're taking it out with anything else. So I guess I'm going to try and go for the same thing. But the Gigas kind of bops the Metagross, doesn't it? It's not great. We could go for the Moltres. We could go for the Moltres. No, I think the play is to go for Metagross, Mimikyu, and then I don't think NIHILEGO is actually the play this time. Might want to go for Incineroar here. Yeah, I kind of do. Going for Intimidates on the Cinderace is going to be pretty key, and then going for Grassy Glides on the potential Dracovish is going to be really important. I think there's a lot of incentive to bring the Dracovish this time because of the NIHILEGO. It's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. Now, I wonder if not bringing the Moltres for these past few games has been actively hurting me. It could absolutely be the case. That's the tendency when I haven't played with certain teams before. So we're going to go for a Max Steel Spike on the Weezing. That's probably going to protect, but I think that's just kind of what it's going to have to be. Could go for a Trick Room, actually. Yes. Yes. Because if that Weezing is going to be protecting anyway, let's increase our defense for next turn. And let's probably get our weakness policy triggered anyway. Yeah. I have a feeling that that's exactly what's going to happen. Seeing this, my opponent could think, oh no, he's going to Shadow Sneak into this Metagross. Let's see. So we got the Dynamax on the Regigigas. That's just something that always happens. We get that all the time around here. We've read this chapter before.
So we get the Dynamax on the Regigigas. That's just something that always happens.
What? What just happened? But, oh no. I think my opponent made a big ol' mistake. Oh no. Okay. So we're change of plans. We're now targeting. And it lives it. Oh, it lives it. We're now targeting the Weezing. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Are we? Oh, sorry, the Regigigas is what I meant to say, but are we? No, I don't think we are. I think we're still targeting the Weezing. We're going to Will-O-Wisp the Reggie, but actually, what if I just swap into Incineroar here? Yeah, that's the fun thing to do. That would be the truly fun thing to do. I don't need to worry about the weakness policy right now. I think this is just fine. Soaking up a ton of damage, especially when the Weezing's probably going to go first. Going for the Max Phantasm and doing all of 28 damage is pretty worth. Pretty worth. Yeah. So that Weezing's going to go down here. Bye-bye, Weezing. Now, I wonder if that was to take out the Mimikyu. Did we think that was the right play? I wonder if that was actually what was intended there. Because now you lost your Dynamax, and now you're slow starting, and now you're -1, and now here comes the knockoff that's going to trigger my weakness policy. Oh no! Oh no! For my opponent, that feels bad. And then last turn Dynamax anyway, I don't really need to worry about the Gigas. So let's fake out a Dracovish. I love that for me. Let's go for a max, I guess not that, maybe that. Get a little bit of chip damage off on the future Pokemon. Let's go for a fake out. Yeah. That is fair. That is fair. And then the knockoff on the Incin is going to take off my Citrus Berry. Yeah, the Trick Room strategy there was entirely to get around the lead. At this point, it kind of works against me, but at the same time, I don't think it does. It just works. This works. I think it might be safe to swap back into Mimikyu here. Yeah, I think so. We can go for a easy breezy Ice Punch here. I mean, it's the same thing. The previous move has failed. Yeah, let's just go for that. We're going to switch back into Mimikyu. We're just going to lose it here. Yeah. Because if it doesn't go down, then we have attack priority. Oh, no, we don't, because it's hail. Oh, neat. Regieleki, what up? Metagross going to take a tiny bit of damage. Shabam! See, that's the revenge crit from the Shadow Sneak earlier. But now, I get to send out an Incineroar. What I'm going to do here, I'm not going to target the Dracovish in the same way that I did the last time, specifically because it revealed that it had Protect. Could be that it's Scarfed, though. and it had to swap out because of that. And we're going to know that after we go for a fake out. So we're going to fake out the Dracovish, but we're also going to Iron Head the Regigigas. No, it's just going to go for the Protect. Okay, cool. So fake out's not going to go through, but we're going to be able to take out the Gigas with this. That's not going to do enough. I believe we run out of Trick Room here, which is perfect for me. Yeah. So going to be able to go into the Gigas, going to be able to go into the Gigas just in case. Don't see the Gigas going for a Protect here, but even if it does, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, so here's a Vicious Wren. That was what I was worried about. The Ensign's going to go down from this, but Gigas' low start is still active, so it's going to go down to that Iron Head. Everyone gets buffeted, but hey, now it's 2 Pokemon against 1. And I've got the Grassy Glide on my side, so I'm pretty sure that I have this one in the bag. If you target the Incineroar, then the Weakness Policy Metagross will KO. If you target the Metagross, then I'll have 2 Grassy Glides that I get to use, which almost certainly will take out this Pokemon. That is fine. That is fine. Gonna wear out the hail here, but like nothing matters anymore. Nothing matters anymore. We're good. Here we go. Ice Punch on the Dracovish, Grassy Glide on the Dracovish. Let's see the Grassy Glide do some major damage there. Yeah, not quite enough, but a decent amount. So we're playing the same game that I played last time where, you know, I'm trying to I'm trying to KO as many Pokemon as possible for hidden achievements. For hidden achievements, you see. And then here comes the Protect if my opponent's trying to be all manner. Yep, here we go. I guess what could pull my opponent out of this is if they hit the like double or even triple Protect, get all of that Grassy Glide priority turns off, and then go for a Vicious Rend. No, not going for a second Protect. All right, there is honor among thieves. So we've KO'd the Dracovish. We managed to pull out a win against K. So good game to K. Good game indeed. So now, you know what? With that Galarian Weezing Dynamax there, I don't know. Like, post in the comments, is that actually a thing? Because to me, that doesn't seem like a thing. I feel like you'd always want to Dynamax the Gigas, but hey, I mean, he seemed to roll with it pretty well. All right, let's continue battling. Let's go on into game 3. Let's see if we can make this a 2-1. All right, last battle of the day against Dom here with the Urshifu, Incineroar, Dragapult, Regieleki, not the Regigigas from last time. That's a Regieleki. Grimmsnarl and Moltres, Galarian variant. What if we go for the Moltres here of our own? Can I shoehorn that in at all? Yes, I think so. Yes, I do think so. I think I could actually go for Moltres NIHILEGO here. Yeah. But like one of them is the... From what I understand, NIHILEGO is like a don't Dynamax the first turn and then definitely Dynamax the next turn. But you can totally use it otherwise, right? It's got some pretty decent speed. I think it's the fastest thing on my team. Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Against the Grimmsnarl, though, what is the play? Metagross? Yeah, against the... Here's what we'll do. We'll go Metagross Mimikyu again. We're going to bring the NIHILEGO. And we're also going to bring the Moltres. We're just bringing the power this time. We're not going to bring the 2 utility mons in Incineroar and Rillaboom. But we're going to bring all of the Pokemon that we think that are going to be relevant against the enemy team. I just don't think that the Rillaboom is going to be super useful here. And the Grimmsnarl, I think I might have a plan for. Kind of depends on what happens here. So it's Dragapult and Regieleki. That's good. That's good for me. I was worried that it was going to be Grimmsnarl in some way, and I would have to go for, you know, something nasty. Something I would regret. So here's the thing. I can go for the play rough. I could go for the Trick Room. Yes, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the Trick Room. I'm going to Dynamax here. Go for the Max Quake on the Regieleki. We're going to try and take out Regieleki here. Because I have a feeling the Dragapult's going to go for some kind of Phantom Force here. If it doesn't Dynamax. If it does Dynamax, then it's going for Max Phantasm on probably my Mimikyu. They're going to try and take out my Mimikyu by doubling into it. Unless this is the Regieleki that's trying to set up screens. In which case, it's probably going to get that done. Well, it's going to get 1 up. And then my Disguise is going to break. It's going to be able to take out my... Anyway, let's not Theorycraft too hard. Because they're not going to Dynamax here. They're just going to break the Disguise. Yeah, I think probably going to go for the Phantom Force here. No, Dragapult's going to Will-O-Wisp. This is a supportive Dragapult. Okay. So the burn is a little unfortunate. But, one, it barely... Yeah, well, it didn't KO. That's pretty sad. Do I set up some defense? I think I do. Yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go for a play rough on the Dragapult. We can always bring Metagross's weakness policy out next turn, especially now that we have the... I'm going to go for the Steel Spike on the Regieleki. Especially now that we have the Trick Room up. That's... Okay, that's fine. Curious if this will still take it out. No, it won't. A Quake would have. A Quake absolutely would have. But again, I have the second turn. To do that. Play Rough should do enough damage. Unless this has Focus Sash. No, it doesn't do enough damage. Ooh, and here comes the Phantom Force. I think now might be the time to trigger the weakness policy. Because this might be my last opportunity to do it. So let's go and do that. Let's go and set up a Max Hailstorm on this Regieleki. Just so the Dragapult can at least take a little bit of damage. That doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that's the right play. And then next turn I can... Oh, you know what I could do? I could have the NIHILEGO come out. No, I won't, though. Because Trick Room's still out. I'm going to send out the Moltres and go for Fiery Wrath or something like that. Dragapult's going to Phantom Force. Oh, it didn't even KO the Mimikyu. It didn't even KO the Mimikyu. That's amazing. Oh, Mimikyu, you're not bad. Mimikyu, you're pretty defensive, aren't you? Okay. I almost don't care about the Dragapult anymore. If this is a... Oh, this is a Moltres. a Galarian Moltres. So I'm pretty sure that yeah, I'm pretty sure that going for the Moltres, doubling in on it, is the right play. But that might be incredibly incorrect. No, you know what? We're going to play it safe. We're going to go for that. I'm going to go for a protect. No, I'm not. Let's go for an Iron Head on it. I don't really want to bring it past half right now, but I probably will not. Great. Perfect. Okay, cool. Well, at least I take out a Dragapult here. Good. Good, good, good. So it ally switched into its own doom. Thank you, ally switch. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Trick Room is going to end here, and if it does, then I'm in the best possible position that I've ever been in my entire life. So let's see it happen. Nope. Then I've got to send out Moltres. Yeah. Because otherwise I could have just sent out the NIHILEGO, gone for a... Oh, but actually this is perfect. I could have just sent out NIHILEGO, gone for one last turn. Gone for a Meteor Beam and taken out the Moltres. But actually, yeah, no, now I'm pretty solid. So let's just go for the Urshifu. I think I'm still going to go for the Moltres with the Metagross, though. Because it's the last turn of Trick Room, so I'm almost, like, positive that the Urshifu is going to detect. So that being said... no. What if he doesn't, right? What if my opponent doesn't? Yeah, here's the big Dynamax. Big late game Dynamax. That could actually be incredibly bad for me. This won't trigger Berserk at least, so that's good. Yeah, so there's the detect. We knew it was going to happen. There's the Ice Punch. Doesn't bring it to half. That's perfect. Triggers the weakness policy. That's why it should have been an Iron Head. And then the Mark's Darkness is going to take out my Metagross. But that's not an Airstream. So guess who gets to outspeed now? Guess who gets to outspeed now? That would be NIHILEGO. Oh, I hope. My only hope here is to take out that Moltres with a Meteor Beam. I have to go for an Air Slash. I was thinking I should go for a Nasty Plot here, but no. No. We're going to go for a Meteor Beam on the Moltres. Now, could this be a max guard from the Moltres' side? Or does the Urshifu outspeed? I'm not confident. Aqua Jet is not going to take it out. Oh my gosh, it does! The critical hit. Hold on. Oh, well, it also has, like, nothing defense. Oh, man. Okay, wow, so it took out the Moltres with that. That's super unfortunate. But hey, we lost to Dom. Good game, Dom. That was a lot of power on Dom's team. Anyway, that was cool. Let's go and look at this team. Let's give it a quick review. Let's see what we can say about it. We'll see you in a sec. Oh, first, I wanted to show you my current rating. So I believe at this battle, I ended up at like 88, 30 something. Yeah, 88, 33. Going back over to 10,268. All right, next time let's do a little bit better, huh? All right. Anyway, let's go to the rental code. I'll see you there. Okay. So here's the team. We've got the Incineroar, the Rillaboom, Metagross, NIHILEGO, Moltres, and MIMIKYU. MIMIKYU with the Mental Herb, Moltres with the Berserk Life Orb. That is powerful whenever you trigger it. However, that is something that you want to keep as a Dynamax target. Bringing Metagross and Moltres is probably not the right idea. You probably want to have Moltres be there to be that Dynamax target, because when it doubles its HP, much more likely for it to live at least a hit. You're not triggering the weakness policy like you saw in the last game for this Moltres, but it does have that life orb, and it's going to be able to do that like big damage once Berserk is triggered. Rillaboom, fantastic Pokemon. Incineroar, fantastic Pokemon. Both of them kind of fill the same niche in that they are there to fake out and change the terrain or change the stats to whatever you see fit. So either you need to put down grassy terrain, or you need to intimidate a Pokemon down. Grassy terrain, wow. Either you need to intimidate a Pokemon down, or use Parting Shot or Taunt, or any of that good stuff that Incineroar has, or you need to take advantage of the fact that grassy terrain is out for the Grassy Glide, like you saw in that second game with the Dracovish. NIHILEGO, oh man, that is powerful. Its defense is nothing. It has 47 base defense. It's got 570 base stat totals, but 53 attack and 47 defense. That means that everything else is so good, but it just slightly doesn't make the cut because of that poor defensive stat. If that wasn't a Aqua Urshifu, if that wasn't a Water Urshifu, I'm pretty sure I would have been able to take that down. Because NIHILEGO has base 103 speed, and Urshifu has base 97. So yeah, a Dark Urshifu definitely would have not been able to take that out. So that's just a little unfortunate on my part, but yeah. Anyway, MIMIKYU triggering that Metagross, being able to set up the Trick Room is pretty key. You saw in that last game, like it mattered quite a bit. I was actually able to deal with the Regieleki. I was actually able to deal with the Dragapult because of the fact that I had set the stage for me to go first. Yeah, so that's it. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. Please do remember the rental code and the Pokepaste are down in the description below in case you want to use that on Showdown or in your game. We got you covered. Folks, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, for keeping up with Pokésports. We are inching ever close to 10,000 subscribers, which is way more than I thought that we would get to on this channel. So thank you all who have been supporting us so far. You guys mean the world to both myself and Kevin. You guys rock. Feeling really appreciative for you guys today. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. Bye.